shout out to my boy Neza for, supplying me with this mouse. Wouldn't be able to make this review if it weren't for him. Hello, everyone. This is my review of the gwolves HSK Pro Ace. Now, this is not the 4K hertz version of the mouse. This is the Pro Ace variant, which only goes up to 1K hertz, which that's neither here nor there. They're effectively the same price. So I think the 4K hertz version is like 150. This mouse is also 150 USD, but you also just pay an extra $30 for the 4K like dongle for the 4K mouse itself. So yeah, I didn't really want to pay the extra money because I'm incredibly cheap, but in retrospect, I probably should have gone with the 4K. Anyway, with that out of the way, this is my favorite mouse of all time. The gwolves HSK, the shape is fucking otherworldly. Like, as somebody who exclusively uses like a relaxed fingertip grip, this mouse can't be beat. It's tiny. It's well, designed exclusively for my grip type, and it's pretty much completely incompatible with anything that isn't fingertip grip. If you claw grip, this mouse is unusable. If you palm grip, this mouse is quite obviously completely fucking unusable. Now, aside from that, if you're part of the small niche that this mouse appeals to, you will fall in love with this thing. The shape is obviously phenomenal for the incredibly small niche of people that it appeals to, but in addition to that, this mouse is executed really, really, really well. The clicks, I believe they are some variety of zippy switch, although I'm not certain which one. They feel incredible. And that's, granted, I'm not coming exactly from the best mouse in existence. I'm coming from a Starlight 12, which doesn't exactly have the best feeling clicks on the market. But the HSK feels literally worlds better than the fucking Starlight. And also in terms of quality control, the current HSKs are definitely on just another level compared to the Starlights that I have. Now, on the topic of the gwolves HSK's quality control, there is obviously a massive fucking elephant in the room, which is, the fact that the early versions of the wireless variant of this mouse, they fucking exploded. Hence the title of this review. This mouse truly is the bomb. Wow, I'm so funny. Anyway, yeah, so gwolves shipped the early versions of the wireless HSK with bad batteries that would, light themselves on fucking fire. Yeah, there were a bunch of Reddit posts about this, and I believe the issue was eventually resolved. They traced it back to, like, a fucking bad battery supplier, and they replaced all the mice that exploded, and they fucking, sent out batteries to the mice, like, to the people who had the mice that might be affected by that QC issue. But, yeah, obviously that's not a good thing, but I'm gonna be real. It's like, okay, it personally doesn't affect me, so it's not that bad. Nah, but granted, with that being said, I'm obviously going to have to deduct some points for this mouse literally being a fucking, fire hazard. But outside of that, this mouse is fucking lovely. It is beautiful. It is like I said, my favorite mouse of all time. This right here, this tiny 25-gram fucking supercar of a mouse, it is my new main. Granted, something about these tiny ultralight fingertip mice. It takes a lot of mouse control to be able to use something like this comfortably, especially on glass. So if you're not willing to, like, I don't know, learn how to handle this thing, I wouldn't recommend wasting your money on it. Like I said earlier, this thing only appeals to a very small niche of people, meaning if you aren't part of that niche, you probably aren't going to enjoy this thing as much as I do. But granted, this mouse unironically made aim training fun again for me. I don't know. I was super, like, burned out using the Starlight because I felt like I'd hit my skill ceiling on this mouse. I felt like I couldn't really push my tracking all that much further because it's just a relatively clunky shape for me. And I don't know. The Starlight, it didn't make me happy when using it. It did not spark joy when I was aim training. Also, you guys might notice that I have weird fucked up feet on my Starlight, and it's because the feet that came with this mouse got destroyed by my skypad, so I have random bits of PTFE on this thing. Anyway, here are some clips of me playing AimLab with this thing, as well as some clips of me playing real games with this thing. And afterwards, I will give my closing thoughts on the gwolves HSK Pro Ace. Nice.
Stop on.
Someone that okay, but yeah. Overall, the HSK Pro Ace is, like I mentioned earlier, my favorite mouse of all time. Granted, I am very biased because I fingertip grip, obviously, but yeah, this mouse is executed perfectly. It knows what it is, it knows what it wants to be, and it does the things it wants to do really fucking well. Aside from, you know, the very glaring, obvious early QC issues this mouse had, the current version of this thing is really good, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who uses the same grip style as me, and obviously who has the money to afford something like this. Granted, this mouse isn't particularly cheap. However, unlike the Starlight 12, I genuinely think this thing's price tag is at least mostly justified. Now, with all that being said, I would rate this mouse, I would say an 8.2 out of 10, which, by my standards, that's really fucking good. But yeah, this is my new main, and I am very, very, very happy with this mouse. I think gwolves did an excellent job, and I'm excited to see what they have in store for the future.